How you doing this morning? Awesome. How's it over in it's England, right? Oh, there's my alarm going off. Time to wake up. I'll be just a few minutes before I get going. Wow. Huh. It's 6:55. What time is it here? 6:47. That's weird. My computer, my desktop time is fast. That's really weird. What's he say there? So is it usually, do you get a lot of rain in the UK? I'll be right back. I gotta get some, I gotta go find my water bottle. And yeah, I gotta go find my water bottle. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Got some water. You should hear the birds outside. They're going crazy out there. It's awesome. Springtime. Just tidying up a couple things here, and then I'm going to jump on the bike and get going. What was I doing? 8:25 already. Flew by, really. All right, let's get this going. I'm dragging a little bit this morning, sorry, gang. Just did a pretty intense cardio workout last night. And then I went and started watching a hockey game, Pittsburgh versus the Rangers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after the 30-day fitness challenge. I don't know. I might do a push-up challenge, but I won't post every day on my push-ups. I'll just post every week on my progress. Okay, jump on the bike. Let's go. Yeah, like I was saying there, I did a pretty intense cardio workout last night. And prior to that cardio, I had to go and dig my front yard up to try to find my septic cover. That was fun. That took me about an hour and a bit to do that. If you want to look at my digging, the holes I dug, go look at yesterday, day 24 challenge. That took everybody outside to look at my, I guess we'll say my warm-up workout. Oh, I gotta stretch. Sometimes it's tough to get that leg over first thing in the morning. Any ideas for after my 30 days is over here? All right. Get my phone out. So I can see my clock. We're started ahead of time. Good. That means I get my coffee earlier. to reduce that tension a little bit to start off with. Let's go. 40 minutes right now. A little earlier than usual because the kids, they don't have school today. So they're still snoring away. Yeah, it was going to save me $100 because I last time I got my sewage emptied out was 4 years ago, I guess. I'm getting a new lawn put in next week, the week after. So I figured I got to get that done before they put my new lawn in. Because then come around next year, I'll have to get my sewage emptied and I'll have to back the truck over my front lawn to access the cap and dig it all up. So I might as well get the sewage done now. That way I don't have to touch my lawn for 5 years. I'm not sure why they don't have any school, really, to tell you the truth. I think it's like a teacher learning day or something like that. The next Monday is a holiday. It's Victoria Day. So the kids get a short week this week and then a short week next week. I took this Friday off work to make an extra long weekend. And our 30-day challenge will end on Saturday. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do to end it off. How's the lighting? The lighting good? Yeah, same here. I think it's pretty common. Yeah, there's more time at home than in school, it seems. Especially in our winters here, right? Even if it's on the radio and they're forecasting, heavy snow like in the afternoon, or it hasn't even started snowing yet. They'll keep them home just as a precautionary. And sometimes the weather's right and sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes it didn't even snow at all that day. So they could have went to school. And the snowstorm never hit past us, or we just get a few flurries, right? And there's times where it does happen, where the weather is accurate. Coin toss, really. Hey, good day, good day. The Mill Lifestyle Vlogs. You guys up chat with each other and connect with each other if you haven't already. I'm here for another 50 or 40 minutes or so. Yeah, I know that in the UK, not much snow there. We get tons of snow at times here. But our last winter was really short. It was like, we had about 3 weeks, we had, it must have been about 5 snowstorms or more. It just never seemed to stop snowing in a 3-week period. So we got all our snow, really, within 3 weeks. Then it stopped. That was it. My plow bill was $240, which is really good. So he only made 6 trips from my place, plow me out, shovel my walkways. Typically, it could be double that easily. Yeah, my plow bill usually is around $500. That was a little easier on the pocketbook. Last night I hit 103. This morning, 99. Yeah, it does happen a lot. Like mine are just going up and down, but YouTube has filters, I guess, or they can take subs away and review. That's what I think, anyways. Because they can read that people are sub for sub. So, for example, if you and I didn't know each other, and you came on one of my channels or one of my shows and says, "I'm here to support you," something like that, or whatever, just like blurb, and then I go on your channel and subscribe right away, and don't watch any videos and don't leave any comments, or they'll kind of read that as a sub for sub, and they'll go into review and basically drop that subscription, right? Because they know you guys, people are just subbing for subbing. Like Tuber Chat says, to make it stick, you make an authentic connection where you go on, you watch. I usually watch up to three videos, and I comment on them and make like genuine comments. I won't go on there saying, "Hey, met you at," say, for example, "met you at RR's, here to support you." I won't put stuff like that. I'll just put, "Hey, great video." I gotta, making a comment regarding the video and like it. Helps me click the notification bell too. So yeah, the sub for sub thing, they'll take those away from you. Especially if you go and you rack up, like, say, 10, 15 new subscribers in a day, and it's all like sub for sub deal, that'll raise a red flag. So they will put them, I guess, in quarantine and review them, I guess, to see what action. So if you didn't get 15 subs in one day, and there's like 3 subscribers that are actually watching your videos and commenting, they'll put those back on your subscription count. So that had to happen too, where I lost probably maybe, 11 subscribers in one day. And then 3 days later, I went up like 6, you know what I mean? Like in one day, just like overnight like that. So they play funny things. Because they want people to watch your videos, right? Because they make money off the commercials that they give you. Once you hit your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers, they'll issue you commercials to put in your videos, right? So if they're issuing you commercials to pay you, to monetize you, they're relying on those videos, those commercials to be watched to make money. Because that's how YouTube makes money, right? Mostly through advertising. So if they give you advertising to promote, and you have all these sub for subs who aren't watching the channel, it's not doing anybody good. Actually, YouTube will be losing money, right? That business you're promoting commercials, they're not getting views. I don't know. That's the way I kind of make it. And also what I was kind of advised too is that if you have somebody on your subscription list and you maybe subscribed, watched a couple videos, and you haven't watched their content in quite some time, you're not very active on it, that they will cancel the subscription too. They'll boot you off, or they'll boot whoever. Like, say if I subscribe to you, which I already am, but say we just met, I subscribed, I watched 2 or 3 videos, then maybe a year goes by, and I don't touch your channel, YouTube will see that, and then they will just knock off the subscription. That's actually happened before, where I was on a live. I can't remember if I was on Tuber Chat, and I connected a while ago with somebody. Great content, but then again, you just get so busy watching other people's stuff and supporting and helping and growing your own channel that I went on to see my status. I see if I subscribed and I clicked the channel, and I wasn't subscribed, so YouTube kicked me out of their channel because I wasn't very active in it. So it's they have their things, it works there. Okay, 20 seconds, I'm going to flip over, go the other way around, the opposite direction. So a lot of that sub for sub, I don't even do that. I did that early on. Thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to rack up my subscribers list, I'll get 1,000. But you're gonna get those sub for subs. They're not gonna watch your videos. It's not worth it, really. Actually, kill your channel. You go sub for sub, because they're not gonna watch your content, and your hours, your watch time hours won't go up. You'll hit that 365-day period where once you get past that 365-day period, you don't have your 4,000 watch hours. Your watch hours start dropping off, right? If you don't make as much or more hours that day, like today, 2022, today, April the 16th, this time last year, in May 2021, May 16th, say if I had 10 watch hours, and if I only make 5 watch hours today in 2022, I'll go down -5. You know what I mean? I have to make more than what I made last year at this day to advance in watch hours. Yeah, this is going the opposite direction. Yeah, that's why I turned the handles around. They weren't all the same muscles, but in this direction I'm going right now, more focuses on my bigger muscles in the back and my biceps. It's just the angle, I guess, the handles are at. And when I turn it around the other way, I work a lot more of my shoulders and triceps. I still get your biceps and your back in there too. Whew. It's going to be an easy cardio morning today. I really ripped it out last night. We did some sprints. Oh my gosh. 5-minute block sprints. We do 30-second sprint, 30-second rest. 30-second sprint, we do that for 5 minutes. And then we would flip it around and do it in the opposite direction for 5 minutes. It was intense. All the same, I'd be increasing my tension on the bike, so it got harder. Yeah, so those 103, tomorrow you might get those back after YouTube reviews how you guys connected, right? It might be back up to 103 tomorrow, or it might be 101. It just depends. Because YouTube really to watch and worry on things too, comments, like I said, like when people sub for sub, they'll put here sub for support, all that kind of stuff. Nah, you gotta put a genuine comment in there. You don't want to mention anything. You don't want to put anything regarding to like subscriptions, watch time hours, support, that kind of stuff, because those are all red flags for YouTube that they pick up on, and they'll put those subscribers into a review mode, I guess. So, yeah, it's crazy. I said it's really buckling down. It has a lot. I really think it has a lot to do with the advertising. They haven't made money. I mean, they're making money, I guess. Sorry, they're making tons of shit ton of money, but they're not making as much as they did. So I think that's why they're really buckling down on that. On my screen to my left, I got Jay Cutler TV playing. That's what I usually watch when I'm doing my workouts. Jay Cutler. Yeah. Those are just things I picked up doing trying to grow my channel on YouTube. For those how the algorithm works. Still haven't really figured that one out. But just how YouTube can be so picky on growth. Like my watch time hours suffered just this past March and April. I was going down, then I go up, then I go down, then I go up. And I was like, what is going on? And no, I wasn't getting the greatest watch hours because first I was laid up pretty much for 5 weeks. Now I put out like a video a week, so my consistency dropped off. I wasn't working out, so I didn't have any workout videos on. I was actually scrambling in my basement because I had some archive videos that I downloaded just for emergencies in case something came up where I couldn't make videos. So they were posted in not the best of detail and kind of out of season for what I typically post, you know what I mean? So, long story short, my watch hours weren't the greatest. And then they continue to suffer as I start getting more consistent in my videos, my lives. So I figured it out that this time, or in March last year, in 2021, I posted a walking video of me walking with my forearm crutches. Now that video I posted a year ago, March, is my #1 video with the most views and with the most watch time hours. So therefore, in 2022, the videos I was posting wasn't even reaching, that amount of watch time hours that one video put in last year. So that's why it was decreasing. So that video in 2021 of me walking, say one day made 20 hours of watch time. And again, I only had 10 hours watch time in 2022, March, one day. That'd be -10. Yes, that's a good one. That's being consistent. You ever try doing shorts? I found when I started doing shorts, wow, I mean, those can rack up watch time hours and views and subscribers too. If the algorithm picks it up, like I did one not too long ago, maybe a week ago, of my first bike ride of 2022. All it is be on my hand cycle, wheeling out of my garage down the street for like 40 seconds. And I think we were posting 1,700 likes or views right now. So, and the one I did last year for my first bike ride, 2021, that's got over 5,000 views on it. Then again, there's some shorts I put out that I figured would take right off, but they bomb out. That's all right though. It's all just about you have videos on there, right? Hey, good morning. Good morning, B. How you doing? Good old Ontario. Approaching 20 minutes here. Got a minute and a half. Doing a pretty light workout this morning because I hit it hard yesterday. Did an intense cardio, did sprints yesterday, and prior to that, I was digging holes in my yard. Ooh, 1 minute. Monday morning, it's a great one out there, but the birds are chirping. They're so loud out there this morning. Day 25. Day 25, B. 5 more after this, 4 more to go. Yeah, I wasn't able to get on Tuber Chat this weekend. I was busy the whole weekend. Didn't have time to sit down in front of the computer. Whew. Kevin's great. Now, that takes some dedication. Going and to do tuber chat Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think he's on today too, right? Yeah, he is on today this morning, so I'll be able to catch some of them this morning. I usually listen to him when I'm working because he has some good tips in there. Go YouTube, and he displays and talks about other people's channels, which is great too. So you might see something that interests you and meet a new friend and have a new channel to watch. Okay, increase the tension just a little bit. Just need a little bit more of a oomph. Yeah. Because right now you are at 11 o'clock in the morning. Is that right? 11 a.m. over the UK. Oh, you take the weekend off? Yeah. I went on quickly last night after my workouts. I was watching the Pittsburgh Penguins and New York Rangers, and I went on to see who was all live after I finished mine. See who was out there, and there's a few people out there that I was connected to. For a while there, I was posting 2 videos and a short. Now, that was going really well. And mind you, that was back in the winter when, there was a lot of snow. I wasn't moving around too much as I am now with outdoor work and activities. So I had time to do that. Now I find, getting my daily lives on from a challenge. But as far as my regular videos, I haven't had time to post or take any videos. I got all these ideas I want to do. I have about 5 or 6 ideas that I want to rip out. Eventually I will get to them. Sure. But right now I've been doing the shorts, trying to fill in the void. UK West, that's Sussex, yes, yeah. Oh, I gotta flip over. Forgot. Grab a quick drink too while I'm at it. So what does cheeky mean? You hear that sometimes when I'm watching some channels. I think you guys, might say it too, but it'll come up with the expression cheeky. What does that mean, cheeky? Does that mean like being silly? Or bold? Or what? What is cheeky? Yeah, you never know what short's going to pick up and take off. It's like, like I said, just drove out of my garage with my bike. So I think how you title it to catch people's attention, and once people start clicking on it, then the algorithm picks it up and just fires it out there to everybody. So I put my first bike ride in 2022 and it took off. Same as last year, I put my first bike ride in 2021 and it's got close to 6,000 hits. Something like that. Okay, got it. Let me being silly, making a joke. Gotcha. Funny. I use that to my kids. You're being cheeky. Cheeky. Yeah, exactly. Use the right words. And you don't even need a thumbnail. At first, I was spending a lot of time putting on these nice thumbnails for these shorts. And I was like, you know what? I see other people not putting thumbnails on their shorts, so I'm just going to let it ride. I'm just going to do my short, make sure it's under a minute, fire it on. I'll put a description, I'll put a title and description, like my normal description I have about me and all that stuff, and a quick little blurb of what I'm doing. I have a short where all my keywords, I copy and paste them in via keyword search, and bang, just let it go, see what happens. I just posted a short, and what was it? It was one was golfing, and the other one was I just posted two. I can't remember what it was. Posted Saturday morning, and it hasn't taken off, but it's got some views on it. It's got like 240 views, which is still pretty good, I think. You get up in the twos, stuff like that, hundreds. It's pretty good. But you know what? I had put a short out one time, and for 4 days it didn't do anything. But I got like maybe 20 views, and all of a sudden one day it just picked up and skyrocketed. Like, yeah, 3 or 4 days after, it was crazy. Yeah, it's all in the keyword search in your title, the words you put in there. Like, can you, how can, or how to. Can you see this? Like, ask kind of a question type deal helps a lot. Or like I said, my first, so I did a couple pull-up videos where it was my first time doing a pull-up in like a year or something like that out of my wheelchair. And then I did one with a wheelchair pull-up. And one that really took off really good was I did one. I just happened to I was doing the rowing machine. I was videoing my rowing because I wanted to put together a workout video of rowing, all different exercises. But this particular row, my spasms kicked in and almost made me fly off the rowing machine. So I just cut that out of my big video. I was videoing vertical. So I cut that out. It's only maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And I pasted it as a short. It took right off. Just my leg spasms. I can't remember what I named it, but it took off pretty good. And another one where I did a standing short, where I stood doing tricep extensions for the first time. And oh my gosh, I did that exercise in like 10 years. Seriously. Decided to hit the gym one day. It wasn't busy. And that particular machine was available, so I jumped up, stood up, did some tricep extensions, and that took off. 10 reps, that's all it took. And I got, I think there's like 30 or 40 watch hours on that video, just from like something simple like that, hey? Okay, 2 minutes here, then I'm going to flip around. Yeah, it's all kind of game. I remember at first when I started YouTube, I was racking my mind trying to find the formula, you know what I mean? And I said, you know what? It's not worth the time trying to find the formula. Just have fun with it. Do what my intentions were, is to put videos out to help people, right? So I'll stick with it. YouTube likes it, they like it. They don't, they don't. So just keep going with it. Do what I like doing. Yeah, sounds good. If you're getting a coffee, you grab one for me too. Thanks. One more minute in this direction. In this direction, we're going to flip it over. I picked up some good stuff at the auction the other day. Okay? Stuff that I absolutely don't need. But it's pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping I can flip at least half of it to make my money back, because there are a couple items I want to keep. So I'm hoping to flip and make some of the money back. I won't make it all back, but I'd like to get a couple bucks back from it. Oh. 10 seconds and we'll flip it over. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I got a little bit more of an earlier start this morning. I was saying earlier that the kids were home from school today. They had the day off. This morning, teacher meetings. We're at 30 minutes right now, gang. We'll go another 10. Nice, easy morning cardio just to get things going. Then I'm going to eat. I'm going to take this off. It is getting hot. See, the sun shines on this side of the house where I am all morning. And then in the afternoon, the backyard shines in the back. It is a scorcher out there. Do 5 minutes in this direction, flip it over 5 minutes in the opposite, and close out the 40 minutes that we have here for day 25. Oh, it's day 25. I said this last week. I think I said this for the last 4 or 5 days. I was sitting at like day 7 in this challenge. I was like, oh, I think I might have been off a little too much. And I was like, oh, what am I doing? I'm going to actually get 30 straight days in of cardio or fitness. Some sort of fitness act, some sort of activity throughout the day, once a day, 30 days. Because I would take a full day off, rest a couple of times a week. Weightlifting and such. But yeah, here we are, day 25. It's all about just being consistent, and then you just get into the groove. And I just don't even think about it now, really, in the morning. The only time I gotta think about it is if I have to schedule my cardio session at a different time of the day. Like, for example, if I lift weights tonight, depending on how hard I lift or what I lift, I'm going to let my body recover tomorrow morning and sleep and not do the cardio. I'll do the cardio Tuesday night. Kind of play it that way, so I really don't know what I'm going to do today at the gym. I do battle ropes. I didn't do the battle ropes last week. Should do that Monday today because it will be very busy. No, kids aren't here. It gets really busy when I go to the gym at like 4 o'clock. Between 4 and 5 o'clock, it's just absolutely insane. Because the high school students at the high school right across the street, they come over and when they get out at 3:30 or whatever, they just pack that gym. I mean, it's great to see your kids out there. It's great to see the kids out there being active, taking an interest in weightlifting. But it is so busy in there. Yep, I'll be there, bye. Me. I'll be there. I'll be the same thing pretty much. I'll chime in once in a while. But I'll be having coffee, listening. We have Monday morning meetings for work. And yeah, gotta hit it hard this week. I'm taking Friday off, so I gotta hit it hard, get my work done, so I can leave Friday and not think about anything but work. Ooh, 40 seconds here, and then we'll flip it around. At the auction, I had, it was really weird because I was thinking this about a week ago, how cool, I've always thought this for a long time, how cool would it be to get a ventriloquist puppet? You know what I mean? And then last week I was thinking, how come I never see those come up at the auction? But again, they're very rare. Not everybody has one of them in a closet. You know what I mean? So, but this auction I went by, Because I only do my local auction here in town, right? And they're all estate sales or repos, that type of thing. Anyways, two of these puppets came up for sale, came up for auction. Blew me away. So like, I'm definitely getting you one of those. There's two of them. There's a male and a female ventriloquist puppet. And I ended up winning both. So that's pretty cool. Now they're sitting in an old wheelchair that I got for $5. Pretty proud of that purchase. And oh, it's old. It's gonna be like 19. When I googled the wheelchair, just by looking at the visual, the picture of the wheelchair that I bought at an auction, compared to the wheelchairs, switch it up here. I estimate that wheelchair that I have is from 1890. Was made between 1890 and 1920. So in that 30-year span is when that wheelchair was made. Because I couldn't find the exact wheelchair, but I could find very strong similarities, like the way the wheels were positioned and what they were made out of, the rims, the front casters and the rear wheels, the wicker for the seating. So very similar patterns. So it hadn't been made in that time period, that 30-year time period. So pretty cool. So I got those dummies on there, the mannequins or the ventriloquist puppets sitting in this old wheelchair, which is in really good shape actually. I used it, and it's freaking my kids out big time. They just sit there. I got one guy, he has his arm around the lady puppet, and both their eyes are open, and their mouth is open just a little bit. So they're just sitting there staring. And my daughter freaked out yesterday because when we got home, we were gone for the day. We got home, Charlie is what we named him. Charlie's head moved somehow. So it tilted off to the side onto Emily's shoulder. And before they're both right upright. So she was freaking out, saying, "You gotta take those down." He moved, they're possessed. So, it's pretty funny. Now I gotta try to figure out how to work them because their eyes move, their mouth moves, they move their head, their arms don't move. But everything else. So that is something I love to flip and sell. Those puppets, because they're the old kind, of the old vintage ventriloquist puppets, and I know I could probably get them on eBay for a good price, sell them on eBay. I don't think the market in my local town, I don't think there's really a market for that, for the price I'd be wanting for them, so I'd have to go online to eBay and sell them. The big sellers are furniture. Furniture is the biggest seller. You can find old furniture and buy it for cheap and resell. I don't even touch the furniture. I wipe the dust off. That's about it. But if it's got a scratch or if it needs, if it's got a nick in it, or I just say in the ad what it has, or if there's something like minor that's broke, that needs to be fixed, like the glue or whatever, I might do that. But most part, I put it on as is, put double what I paid, and it usually sells for what I ask. Chairs and tables, kitchen chairs and tables. People always look for those. It's a little tip if you want to get a side gig on the go. 30 seconds left, that'll put me at my 40 minutes with some time to spare. Feel all nice and loosened up now, it's good. There we go, guys. I'm just going to do some light stretching. let's get some things moving here. They had an electric scooter on that auction there. I bid and bid. The particular scooter it was brand new. I think it was now $1,500 brand new, and the bidding got as high as $350. And then I said no, because I bid again. It said higher, had to keep bidding higher, so it's probably more close to $500. I think at the end of the day. Plus, you got to remember you put your taxes. And you put the buyer fees on that and all that stuff that adds up. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to drop $500 on that, because chances are I'll probably end up liking it and keeping it. So then I'll be down $500. So my main goal is to buy stuff and resell it just to make a couple extra bucks. It's one of the side gigs I have. I'm going to get my elastic bands over there, do some stretching. For the electric scooter, it's not bad. 500, no, it's not bad. But it's a little bit too much for me. So I had my money wrapped up in those dummies, those ventriloquist dummies. If I didn't have those ventriloquist dummies wrapped up, I probably would have focused more on that scooter, to buy that scooter and flip it. Then again, who knows? Oh my gosh. It's going to rain all week pretty much. So that's not going to be fun shoveling all that dirt back in those holes I dug in my front lawn. I'll wait. But then again, I told the guy's going to come redo my lawn. He said first week of June, so I might as well just leave the holes as is. Put a marker there. No one's going to be walking across my lawn. Like, our houses are so far apart here in the neighborhood. We're well spaced out. Nobody's going to be walking. We got no little kids running around. They're all too busy playing video games. My kids are teenagers now. They just sleep. We've had amazing weather here last week, like above seasonal, except for yesterday when it went back down to seasonal. We had weather that was like all week up 25. It kept going higher. It's like 25, 26, 27. Saturday it was 27. Oh, sorry. Saturday it reached 30. Friday it was 27, but it was in the mid to high 20s all week. And then yesterday it went down to like 15, cool and windy. So I couldn't do anything fishing wise because it's too windy out there in the lake. But hey, I can come home and dig holes. That's what I did. Dug holes. No, I don't play video games. I used to when I was a kid, when we had the old, like the Atari and things like that, which are good. And we mostly did that in the wintertime. Or, sleepovers, that type of thing. We play games. But I wasn't the one that would play video games nonstop, 24/7. If I was a kid in today's world, it might be different because of the technology, because you can play your friends who live across, the other side of the world, right? You can make all these connections in different parts of the world playing games together online. Like my little nephew does that. And, he has his block of few friends, even the ones that are local, that he goes to school with. They all play these games. They don't go to each other's houses anymore to hang out and play video games. They stay in their own house and they link up, through the internet to play a game together, right? So it's pretty crazy. Okay, thanks for stopping in, V. I'll be over too for a coffee in a bit. So just crazy how the way things are. Now, if I was a kid in today's age, or if the technology was that advanced back then, who knows? Maybe I would have turned into a full-time gamer. But I never was a big gamer. I like playing real sports. You see the graphics now with the games today compared to the games we had back in the early 80s. The ColecoVision, Atari. I think our first video console would have been the ColecoVision that we had. And then we had... See, it worked out good because we would get like ColecoVision, and then my neighbor across the street, the best buddy, he would get like the competing one, or like for instance, we got ColecoVision, he'd have Atari. We get Nintendo, he would get Sega. So we had two different, so we could go play different games in each other's consoles, right? So then Nintendo 64 came out after the Nintendo. And what did he get? The Sega didn't last too long. I think PlayStation started coming out. I don't know. I have an old Atari. I bought it at an auction. I got to get it up and going. And I have an old Nintendo that I bought at an auction too. The thing is, I don't have a TV to hook them up. I don't know if they can hook up to smart. I don't think they can hook up to smart TVs. I never really looked into it. I've just been looking for an old TV at an auction that I could buy, just like a little one, like a little, 15-inch one or whatever. And I just hook it up in the corner and play games once in a while. It's like my phone's going off. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. My weekend alarm, 7:45 a.m. Yeah, well, that's one of my another channel. I have a couple channel ideas that I want to do. One of them is like the auction stuff that I do. Just kind of show, cause I bid all online, and then I go, it's local, so then I go and pick the stuff up a couple days later. So I do like a couple videos a week where I do my bidding. And then I would do a video on my pickup and just show what I got, right, for the auction. And then even could do a third video on that lot where I sell it, see how much I make. Or I could do like a monthly video on what I sold that month. So I think that'd be pretty fun to do. And another channel I had an idea for, which I already have 5 or 6 videos on, would be just nature, a nature channel. Because I take a lot of video of eagles and stuff that goes on out at the lake that we have our cottage on. So I got quite a few videos of that. I guess, well, not quite a few, but 5 or 6 that I could pop on right now. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to do whatever takes less editing because of the time, right? Because I really want to keep focused, my main priority on ParaLife TV. Because that's what I like doing, is helping people, showing people that, there is life in a wheelchair, different ways to overcome any obstacles, day-to-day obstacles, that type of thing too, right? So stuff that I learned over the last 23 years, I can show people, and then they can maybe, implement in their daily life. Or if they happen to be faced with a certain challenge that they see me overcome, they can think back, say, hey, why don't we try it this way? Like just last night, when I was showing my holes that I dug in my yard, somebody commented, pocket watch. She had commented on my pushing technique going through the grass, because I took my camera, put it on my patio concrete, which is concrete. Then I wheeled down my concrete walkway out onto the lawn, picked up the camera, went over and showed the holes I dug, and then put my camera down, and it showed me pushing through the grass. And Pocket Watch commented on my pushing technique through the grass. So I was like, hey, that's something I never even thought I could do a video on, is pushing techniques through different types of terrain, right? Through the mall. You do a pushing technique through the mall on flat smooth the surfaces. You can do it on gravel, grass, sand. Well, I don't like to do sand because I don't want to get my wheels all messed up. My front casters with sand. Just different things like that. So, I mean, that was really good that person, Pocket Watch, picked up my pushing technique. And that's something I don't even think about anymore. I just do it because I've been in the chair for so long. And there's different techniques to push going uphill too versus on flat versus downhill. So there's a video right there. Thank you, Pocket Watch. I believe she is in Australia. I was watching some of her videos last night, so I believe she's in Australia. So they are, I don't know what time it would be there. No idea. All right, so I think I'm going to get going. It is 10 to 8. I got to get cleaned up, get some food, eat, get ready for work. And appreciate you being with me here. And hope you guys, chatting in the chat, connected with each other. That'd be great. Make some new contacts, some new channels. So I will catch you all later. And I'll be checking you out. So have a great day, everyone. We will see you right now. I'm planning tomorrow morning to continue day 26 tomorrow morning. However, that could change depending on what I do at the gym tonight. I might be too tired. Might want to let my body rest, but again, it'll be a shotgun thing. Poor planning. Just roll with it. That's all you can do. All right. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.